All right, hear me out. Please hear me out. All right. So I think Flair is the right pick. Hold on, don't turn away. Don't turn away. I was like, listen. I was like, well, I did a video of Jay being the right pick because I was like, I think he was actually a really right pick. You could have went anybody else, but I was like that one. I was like, this also does make sense. Flair, I will admit, wasn't my choice. I'm trying to remember who was my choice. Oh, my choice was Io Sky, and then I knew Flair was going to win, but I was like, oh man, you could just give her a showcase in the elimination chamber. That's what I was thinking of. That's all it was. Like that not that she didn't have to win or she couldn't win the chamber. I was like, no, just have like put her in the elimination chamber. That way we can have some top dogs in the elimination chamber. Because I actually don't. I was like, I'm like, unlike the men's, I'm like, oh, who are we gonna put in that one or whatever. But anyway, so I'm gonna make the case that she was the right pick, and I think that really she's the right pick is because of how y'all reacted or we reacted to the fact that she got picked. Think about it. I was like, why everybody? I think a lot of people is like, oh, I'm glad that she's back because you're just glad that she's like healthy. You know, we're gonna be on the base level of being a human. Where it's like, oh, okay, cool. She got that leg right. I was like, she over here can showcase in a match or whatever. You know, like how like John Cena returned, what was it? Oh, was it like 08 or something? Where he returned and everybody was like, oh man, he came back. He came back. And then you were kind of like, Cena. So I was like, I think that's a level of fine of a way of feeling. But I also think that's why that she also won. Uh, she is. I think they're going to basically have her fully be. I get what I want because I want it. Now I think this could have worked in another sense. Like basically, she would have showed up how she normally do and go full Goldberg and be like, "You're next" to somebody and just insert herself into a championship match. I think that could have worked that way as well too. But the Rumble here is actually works in a way that she gets to look like she earned it as by being just that damn good as well. Which I was like, she is really good. But I think it helps ease some of the people because it's like if she would have shown out and just challenged Tiffany Stratton straight up on a Thursday. I mean, not Thursday anymore. Friday night Raw, SmackDown. Jesus, I'm getting my days people things mixed up. Then I think everybody would have just boo that in a way that it's like, damn, we didn't even get to set up her to get booed in that sense. We didn't see this coming or whatever they would have lied about. But this one, it's like, you know, it's like I battled the competitors. I showed how good I was, even though we know backstage and stuff like that. She could easily be like, I want to face off at WrestleMania and be like, oh, okay. So I think it's playing into the whole she gets what she wants while also still showcasing how much of a badass she is. Now, the other reason I think that this will work better, because I was like, we're still, let's be honest, we're still remembering how all of this went during the Vince days, where it was just like how I said, she shows up, she get a match shot, or I was like, title shot. I was like, oh snap, we need a contender, throw Charlotte in there. You know, I was like, I know a lot of people get mad of the fact that she was added to the Ronda Rousey Becky Lynch WrestleMania match. Me, I was like, I actually kind of liked it. I think it made sense, even if it didn't make sense. You get what I'm saying? But this is to be the first time we really have her around for the Triple H era. And one thing I know about Triple H, and why I feel like this is going to be the case, that not only does Flair win the Rumble, I think she's going to win in WrestleMania. It's because Triple H's whole philosophy back then was how we all call it Triple H's reign of terror, but basically having a prominent heel who just sort of gets what he wants. That's going to be Charlotte. I think Charlotte is going to basically be Triple H's version of reign of terror and basically just get the title whenever they really want and just win all the time, and there ain't nothing you could do about it. I think it's gonna work even more because I was like, Triple H had it where it was like he was dating basically. I was like Stephanie, I was like, so he got that title. I was like, when he had Evolution, he had that title. I was like Charlotte. already has her status along with her dad's status. As a lot of y'all think that she gets what she wants. And it's like, duh, like that's why she got in there, but she still had to work her way in there. I was like, something y'all got to figure out how y'all use this like nepotism, because not all nepotism is the same. Like it's like you get your foot in, but it doesn't help you keep on to this like a certain point. Now when it came to Vince, it kind of did a little bit, but it's like also Charlotte was a good wrestler. This ain't like it was like Enzo getting all these titles. Like what the hell is here? It's like, okay. I was like, anyway, bada boom. Yeah, so I was like, I went off on like a small little tangent there. But yeah, no, Charlotte is going to basically be what it was with Triple H having the big gold belt. And I was like, I think I'm fine with it, because I was like, I think that could be really good. I was like, and it'd be interesting to see how they have it or who knocks her down. I was like, of course, we got Tiffany. But I can see that, like, think about the people that, like, during Triple H's reign, too. I was like, Shelton Benjamin got a little bit of a rub off of it when he was beating Triple H like that. I was like, of course, we was able to create Randy Orton. We was able to create Batista off of it. So I was like, you had a good number of people that was able. I was like, I know the Booker T thing or whatever, but I was like, guess what? This time around, you wouldn't have something like that happen. So I'm like, you might be able to, unlike how like Rhea dominated in 2023 and it sort of crushed the women's division. I think that Charlotte, who gets good matches out of people, would actually be able to bring up a couple people, and with a new influx of like younger women coming up, this might actually sort of be more of a benefit. And also too, it's like her being one of the older wrestlers, you sort of need something for them to do. Because I was like, the horsewomen have sort of been at this point to where it's like, what else? They're at their peak of doing stuff. So why not create it where it's like, all right, cool. She going to be. I was like, I said Triple H ran a terror. I also seen people throw out basically Hogan like back in the day how he sort of was, but I was like a lot better with some more nuances to that. I'm just like, you got to beat me. I've been in this company, blah blah blah. I was like, I've been top, blah blah blah. I was like, I'm the main one. And I was like, in wrestling, I was like, hey, yeah, be the dominant figure here. I was like, hell, if I would do it, I would like to give her some side people, like not that she needs them, but like they're just like her, like team. They're just like her team. She don't need them to cheat. They don't like. She's not gonna cheat. She'll be like Gunther with Imperium. He don't need them for him to win, but he has them around because he's just that top notch. You get what I'm saying? Look, I'm over here, man. Like I'm giving him my idea. Also, look, let's be honest. Who else was you really going to really do? And I was like, while I am like, oh yeah, Jordan Grace. You could. But then I'm like, who else would y'all gave it to that y'all would have been mad at? Y'all would have been mad at it if Bianca would have won. I already know it. I see enough on the internet. If Liv would have won it outside the stands, you'd be like, ugh. I was like, how I said in my other video, because y'all automatically would be like, oh, we're gonna get Rhea and them again. I was like, outside my pick of like Io. I was like, who y'all picking? I was like, y'all would have probably trashed. I was like, and I don't mean like how there's always like a handful of people that trash whoever seems to win. I mean like a good majority. I was like, I feel like Naomi would have won. Y'all would have tried that. Bayley would have won. You'd be like, oh, she won it last year. I was like, now they could have went off, like I said, the surprise of like Jordan Grace won the NXT women. Something like that. And I was like, I've been sort of waiting for something like that as well too. But I was like, I think that for most of them, it's like, what story are you necessarily going to tell other than being like a shocking view? Where it's like Flair, I was like, there's a story in there because we all created. Like we are all sort of the reason why. Cause we was out here being like, oh, I love Charlotte Flair. I was like, you wouldn't get it. It'd be the same thing if Becky would have been in. It'd be like, oh, Becky, and it's like, oh, she's gonna be the man with the belts and stuff, and everybody. So it's like, so I'm like, that would be. I was like, Becky would sort of be following that one a little bit more. I was like a little bit as well with Charlotte Flair. Of, oh man, why do they always got to win and stuff like that? Who gives somebody else a chance? But I think we should give this one a shot just because I was like, I think you do need that type of heel. I was like, I know everybody hated Triple H's reign of terror. I really didn't because I was like, I guess me being young, I sort of understood that. I was like, no, there's always someone that's just there and just gets what they want. That's how life is. And I was like, maybe I was too much on that kick, and everybody's like, I don't want to see a happy ending. And I was like, I don't care about all of that. Anyway, I don't know if I built up a good case for Flair, but I was like, I tried. It wasn't the same way of Oos, but I didn't mind it. I was like, I liked it. Would I have popped at everybody else? Yeah, because I would have said all the people that basically would have got it. I was like, oh, there's something there. Whereas I know a lot of other people on the webs wouldn't. But anyway, let me know what you think. How excited or not or about Flair? She the right pick. How does all go over? And I was like, she's gonna have to go for Tiffany Stratton because they just did Rhea Ripley like 2 years ago. So I was like, no, that'd be about 3 years ago at this time. So they're not gonna do it. Or did because that was Becky. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. You know the routine. I'm out.